Whether you're a cougar or a kitten, an age gap can define your relationship and overall status as a human being. Welcome to Beyond the Screen. I'm Nate, and today we're breaking down the top 10 Hollywood relationships with huge age gaps. Number 10. Jeff Goldblum and Emelie Livingston. Jeff Goldblum is one of those celebrities that just kind of plays himself in movies, and we just love every minute of it. He's even got his own TV show where he kind of just does that, called The World According to Jeff Goldblum. You should really check it out if you haven't. In 2013, Jeff met Olympic gymnast Emelie Livingston at a gym. He saw her from across the room and was instantly entranced. He started a conversation that must have gone pretty well because a year later they were married. At the time, he was 62 and she 31, leaving an, yeah, that's right, 31-year age gap between them. Much respect to Jeff for still going to the gym in his 60s, though we can all only be so lucky. The fact that he met a woman that he loves is just a little bonus on top. Many news outlets began to question the relationship, calling into question Jeff's behavior, but since day one, there has been nothing but love and respect between these two who share a genuine connection with each other. Their relationship has stood the test of time, as not only are they still together to this day, but they've had 2 children together, Charlie Ocean and River Joe. Even at the age of 70 years old, Jeff is the proudest papa we have seen in a long time. Number 9. Nick Cage and Alice Kim. Nicolas Cage is a man that should need no introduction, but honestly, his career has been all over the place, so let's talk about it for a minute. Nicolas is famous for making some questionable acting choices that have teetered between fantastic and just god-awful. Please get rid of it. While his luck in the film industry has been solid, his love life, not so much. That is until he met Alice Kim in 2004 while she was working as a waitress in Los Angeles. Kim was 19 at the time, and Nick was 20 years older than her. He told The Guardian that, "When my mother-in-law came to the house for the first time, before saying hello or nice to meet you, all I got was, 'She's too young.'" I'm sorry, that was a horrible impression, but I'm not doing my own voice. It's bad for Nick Cage's face. At that point, he knew the relationship would be an uphill battle, but they powered through, with Alice even starring in Nick's 2007 flick Next alongside Julianne Moore and Jessica Biel. They split in 2016, but during their time together, they had a son named Cal L. Coppola Cage, which is somehow both the strangest and coolest name I have ever heard. Number 7. Al Pacino and Noor Alfallah. Noor has been making headlines recently after it was announced that she would be bearing Al Pacino's spawn. The 29-year-old film producer was confirmed via Al's publicist that Noor and Al had been in a secret relationship for roughly a year. At some point, we're assuming probably like 9 months prior to a few weeks ago, Noor became pregnant, which Al didn't take all that well. Upon initially hearing the news, Al had just a little bit of a freak out and he briefly broke up with Noor, instead returning to his ex-girlfriend Beverly D'Angelo. Despite his little pound and pounce, Al eventually returned to Noor with the intention of raising his newborn baby. This man is 82 years old. He may be a new dad, but it's probably not going to be for very long, right? Like, Al looks more and more disheveled when appearing in paparazzi pics these days, or when he's even alongside anybody, like anyone at all. He just looks so bad. So we're not sure what leads him to believe that he's about to be the dad of the year when he'll be lucky to even make it to dad of the month. Number 6. Kris Jenner and Corey Gamble. Kardashian momager Kris Jenner, much like her daughters, has had a rocky love life to say the least. Kris divorced Caitlyn Jenner in 2014 and decided to take a trip to Ibiza to cool off. While she was attending a friend's party, she ran into Corey Gamble, a former talent agent who was working as Justin Bieber's tour manager at the time. Sparks flew and the couple decided to continue their escapades, first being spotted together in October 2014 at a music festival together. The couple were inseparable to the point where a year later, Corey was invited to be a part of the reality drama series Keeping Up with the Kardashians, following Kris and her family's day-to-day operations. I don't know, it's trash, I just don't watch it. However, her kids weren't so stoked about the idea of Corey being their new papa, seeing he was 24 years younger than their mother. Despite backlash from the kids though, the relationship continued and they're still going strong to this day, so I don't know, good for them. Number 5. Patrick Stewart and Sonny Ozell. Sir Patrick Stewart is a prime example of a man dating a much younger woman. The Star Trek star and future wheelchair-bound telepath met his wife Sonny Ozell, who is a singer, in 2008 while out for dinner one night. Ozell is a singer in the States and was doing very well for herself at the time. She approached Patrick about his current production of Macbeth. She wanted to see it in Brooklyn, but it was sold out until the end of its run. Patrick then told her that they would be moving the show to Broadway soon, and he gave her his number so that he could, set her up with some seats for the show. Patrick has stated in interviews that there may have been an ulterior motive, and thankfully appears that that was the situation on both sides. Despite the 38-year age difference, the couple couple began seeing each other not long after Macbeth's Broadway premiere, and they got married in 2013. They're still together to this day and are genuinely one of the most adorable couples in Hollywood. They act like college sweethearts whenever they're together, and Stewart, who's now 82, has made it clear that his relationship with Sonny has given him a new outlook and has made his life perpetually more interesting. I mean, just look at the dude in interviews. He literally lights up. It's beautiful. Number 4, Dick Van Dyke and Arlene Silver. Dick Van Dyke stole the hearts of millions when he played chimney sweep and inventor Bert in the original Mary Poppins movie from 1964. Fun fact, in 1964, his current wife wasn't even alive yet. He starred in several classic flicks over the years, well into his 70s, even starring alongside Ben Stiller in the Night at the Museum series in 2006. Van, because I'm not allowed to call him by his first or last names for pretty obvious reasons, met his wife and makeup artist Arlene Silver at the Screen Actors Guild Award in 2006. Despite their 46-year age difference, it seemed that their connection was too strong to care. They were married in 2012 and are still going strong to this day, making them one of the few Hollywood couples to make it, and that's something that they should be proud of. Number 3, Sarah Paulson and Holland Taylor. American Horror Story fans surely recognize Sarah as various characters throughout the series, appearing in 95 episodes. She starred in a slew of thriller and horror movies over the past few years, but one Holland Taylor was able to look past that scary exterior. You may recognize Taylor from movies like Legally Blonde, the sitcom 2.5 Men, or perhaps George of the Jungle, the Disney comedy. The two met at a party in 2005. At the time, Paulson was dating fellow actress Sherry Jones, best known for her role in the series Succession. Despite there being a 32-year age difference between Sarah and Holland, Paulson claims that she was instantly taken back by Taylor's beauty, quoted as saying she was probably the most beautifully exquisite woman that she had ever seen. I'm sorry, this is so nice. While this would be their first interaction, it wasn't until 10 years later in 2015 that the couple would reunite while working on a project for Martha Plimpton. They slid into each other's DMs and eventually into the sheets. They've been together since their reconnection in 2015 and are going strong despite some backlash on their age difference. Number 2, Mary-Kate Olsen. Now, Kate may have grown up on the small screen with her twin sister Ashley, but nowadays she spends her time with a new life partner. His name is Olivier Sarkozy, the former French president's half-brother, which sounds completely made up. That dude's probably a catfish. Olsen, who is seen regularly in photos looking like a hostage being held by Olivier, is 17 years younger than her spouse. They were married in 2015, and around the same time, her sister Ashley was also dating someone who was much older than her, the director Bennett Miller, who is 19 years her senior. Mary-Kate and Ashley used to travel the world in glamour, and it would appear that along the way they picked up some finely aged Frenchmen and directors. Ooh la la. And at number 1, it's Sam and Aaron Taylor Johnson. Many viewers will recognize Aaron's face. He's been a leading man in several movies over the years and a strong supporting actor, as showcased in his recent role as Tangerine in the movie Bullet Train alongside Brad Pitt and Brian Tyree Henry. In 2009, when he was just 19, Aaron played legendary musician John Lennon in a biopic called Nowhere Boy. The film told the story of a young John Lennon pre-Beatles fame during his adolescence, with a focus on his relationship with his family and his journey to becoming a Beatle. The film was directed by a woman named Samantha Taylor Wood, who was 42 at the time. Samantha is a producer and director, probably best known for her work on the romantic thriller series 50 Shades of Grey. It would appear that Aaron's performances as John, particularly the steamy sections, caught her attention in quite a few ways, and the pair began seeing each other on the down low. 2 years later, they were married and now share each other's last names, Taylor Johnson, and currently live with their 4 kids in Los Angeles, which is a happy ending to a happy list, I guess. I don't know. Those are the top 10 Hollywood relationships with huge age gaps. Who did we miss? Leave a comment down below and let us know if you would like to see a part 2 to this. Thank you for checking out our content, and if you stuck around to the end, hey, how's it going? You rock. Thanks a lot. Please smash that like button if you enjoyed the things that we did today, and hey, we hope to see you again real soon. Thanks for stopping beyond the screen.